In many spiritual traditions, we talk about the mind, the soul, and the heart. But rarely do we think about how our physical body, particularly our spine, plays a role in our spiritual life. Yet the spine might be one of the most important elements when it comes to connecting with the divine. In this video, we're going to explore the deep connection between your spine and your spiritual growth. How the health of your spine could be the missing piece to feeling more connected to God, to yourself, and to the world around you. Most of us go through life without paying much attention to our posture, let alone our spine's health. We sit at desks, slouch in front of screens, and often forget that our spine is the literal backbone of our body. But here's the real challenge. An unhealthy spine doesn't just cause back pain. It can actually block spiritual energy from flowing through your body, making it harder to feel connected during prayer or meditation. Have you ever felt spiritually stuck? Like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to deepen your connection with God? Maybe the problem isn't your spiritual practice. It might be your spine. 1. The anatomy of the spine. More than just physical. First, let's take a look at what your spine actually does. Physically, it holds you upright, connects your brain to the rest of your body through the nervous system, and allows you to move. But there's more to the spine than just its physical function. In Hinduism and yoga, the spine is referred to as the sushumna, the main channel for the movement of prana or life energy. The chakras, which are energy centers in the body, are aligned along the spine. If any of these chakras are blocked or misaligned, it's believed that spiritual energy can't flow freely, causing both physical and spiritual issues. While this might sound foreign to some Christians, consider this. Your body is a temple, and just as you care for your spiritual heart, mind, and soul, you also need to care for the physical structure that holds it all together. The Bible teaches us that our bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, 1 Corinthians 6:19-20, and if our temples are not in proper condition, it can impact our ability to experience spiritual growth. 2. The link between physical alignment and spiritual alignment. So how does your spine affect your spiritual growth? Let's start by looking at the concept of alignment. When your spine is properly aligned, your body functions at its best. Blood flows more easily, nerves communicate more effectively, and your muscles and joints work in harmony. But when your spine is misaligned, it can cause a cascade of problems, not just physically, but spiritually. Think of it this way. When your body is out of alignment, it can create static in your spiritual connection, much like when you're trying to tune into a radio station, but you can't quite get a clear signal. Misalignment can cause blockages in the flow of spiritual energy, making it harder for you to connect with God, to feel His presence, and to access the deeper parts of your spiritual journey. 3. Posture and prayer. Why sitting upright matters. Have you ever noticed how some people instinctively sit or kneel in certain ways when they pray? There's a reason for that. Good posture during prayer or meditation helps align the spine, which in turn allows spiritual energy to flow more freely. In fact, many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of maintaining an upright posture during prayer or meditation because it facilitates a better connection with the divine. When you slouch, hunch over, or sit in a way that compresses the spine, you're not only harming your physical health, but you're also potentially blocking spiritual energy from flowing freely through your body. This blockage can lead to feelings of spiritual stagnation, like you're not making progress in your spiritual life, no matter how hard you try. 4. The nervous system, a spiritual conduit. Your spine houses the nervous system, which controls and communicates with every part of your body. In many ways, the nervous system acts as a bridge between your physical body and your spiritual awareness. When your nervous system is functioning optimally, it allows you to experience heightened spiritual states. You can think of the nervous system as a conduit for spiritual energy. When it's blocked or disrupted, that energy can't flow freely, leading to a sense of spiritual disconnection. This is why spinal health is so important. If your nervous system isn't functioning properly, it can disrupt not just your physical health, but your spiritual health as well. Just as you wouldn't let a blocked artery go untreated, you shouldn't ignore a misaligned or unhealthy spine. 5. Kundalini energy and the Christian perspective. In Eastern traditions, the concept of Kundalini energy is closely tied to the spine. Kundalini is often described as a coiled serpent at the base of the spine that, when awakened, rises up through the energy centers or chakras along the spine, leading to a state of spiritual enlightenment. While this concept is not directly part of Christian doctrine, the idea of spiritual energy moving through the body is something that can be understood in a Christian context as well. The Bible speaks of the Holy Spirit as a force that moves within us, empowering us, guiding us, and leading us toward spiritual growth. The spine, then, could be seen as a pathway for this divine energy to move through us. By keeping the spine aligned and healthy, we allow the Holy Spirit to flow more freely within us, helping us to grow spiritually. 6. Suffering and the spine. Lessons from the cross. Here's something deeper to consider. Jesus himself experienced immense physical suffering, and much of that suffering was related to the spine. When Jesus was scourged before his crucifixion, his back was brutally whipped, causing immense pain to his spine and surrounding muscles. Then, as he carried the cross, his spine bore the weight of that burden, eventually leading to his crucifixion. In many ways, the spine symbolizes the burden we carry in life, both physically and spiritually. Jesus' suffering on the cross is a powerful reminder that our own spiritual growth often comes through physical challenges. Just as Jesus' spine was central to his physical suffering, our own spine can be central to the spiritual challenges we face. It reminds us that spiritual growth isn't always easy. It often comes through times of pain, discomfort, and even suffering. 7. Physical practices for spiritual growth. Now that we understand the importance of the spine for both physical and spiritual health, let's talk about some practical steps you can take to support your spine and enhance your spiritual growth. Stretching and yoga. Incorporating simple stretches or yoga poses that focus on spinal health can make a huge difference. Even spending a few minutes each day stretching your spine can help release tension, improve alignment, and create more space for spiritual energy to flow. Posture awareness. Pay attention to your posture throughout the day. When you're sitting at your desk, watching TV, or even standing, be mindful of your spine. Sitting or standing tall can help you feel more grounded and connected, both physically and spiritually. Breathwork. Breathing deeply can also help align your spine and improve your spiritual awareness. Deep breaths help lift and lengthen the spine, opening up space for energy to move more freely. When you combine deep breathing with an upright posture, you create a powerful practice that supports both your physical and spiritual well-being. Chiropractic care. For some, chiropractic adjustments can be a helpful way to relieve spinal misalignment. Many people report feeling not only physically better, but also more mentally and spiritually clear after an adjustment. These physical practices are not just about improving your posture. They're about creating a clear, aligned pathway for spiritual growth. 8. The spiritual lessons of the spine. One of the most powerful lessons we can learn from the spine is that alignment matters. Just as the spine needs to be aligned for optimal physical health, your spiritual life needs alignment as well. When your body, mind, and spirit are aligned, you create the conditions for spiritual growth and transformation. The spine teaches us the importance of balance, of carrying our burdens in a way that doesn't break us, but instead makes us stronger. Just as the spine supports the body, your spiritual practices need to support your soul. This might mean paying attention to areas in your life where you feel spiritually out of alignment. Are you holding on to tension, stress, or past wounds that are preventing you from growing spiritually? Your spine is a reflection of your spiritual journey. When you take care of it, you're not just supporting your physical body, you're creating the foundation for spiritual growth. 9. Integrating body and spirit. A holistic approach to spiritual growth. Spiritual growth isn't just about prayer, meditation, or reading the Bible. It's about integrating the body, mind, and spirit. When you neglect your physical body, especially your spine, you may be neglecting a vital part of your spiritual development. Whether you're praying, meditating, or simply going about your daily life, keeping your spine healthy and aligned allows you to experience God's presence more fully and deeply. Here's the most important takeaway. Your spine is much more than a physical structure. It's a spiritual highway. Its alignment and health are directly connected to your spiritual growth. When your spine is aligned, it opens the path for spiritual energy to flow freely, allowing you to feel more connected, more in tune with God, and more spiritually grounded. If you've been feeling stuck or disconnected in your spiritual life, it's time to consider the role your spine might be playing. Align your body, and you might just find that your spirit follows. Your spine is the backbone of both your physical and spiritual life. It supports not only your body, but also your ability to connect with the divine. By taking care of your spine through posture, stretching, and mindfulness, you can open up new pathways for spiritual growth. Remember, the physical and the spiritual are deeply intertwined. Caring for one means caring for the other.